Come on in here. Peace and light. Come on in here. Come on in here. Peace and light. Peace and light. Come on in here. Come on in. Come on in. You are watching Magic Up TV. I am your host, The Alchemist. Here's where we talk about love. We talk about law. We talk about all things. You understand? Here's where we say life is easy. We make it hard. Welcome to 2021. Great rising, Queen. I mean, it's almost 1 p.m. where I'm at. I don't know where you are. I know you be traveling, but come on in here. Come on, listen. This one is gonna be very interesting. This one gonna be interesting, y'all. I'm finished to talk some shit. Come on in here. Come on in here. So listen, some of you all may know, I'm gonna go ahead and jump on in this. Some of you all may already know. If you're on my personal page, it's no way you cannot know. But I've had some people in my inbox that say, Seven, where you at? Where you been? I ain't seen no videos lately. And I say, I know. It's like the things that I really want to talk about, I can't talk about right now. It's some magical shit going on in the universe right now, y'all. That insurance company that I've told y'all quite a bit about, there's some exciting things going on with that right now. And the things that's going on, I can't really talk about. Outside of that, many of you know that I've had my girls. I've got my 2 girls and am raising them independently in the moment. And it has opened up some amazing revelations. It has opened up some of the most amazing revelations. And, you know, I didn't plan for this to be my reality in the moment. I didn't plan to be, you know, in this situation. And it's quite emotional. It's quite emotional. And when you have children around, it seems like emotions just, boy, it's, as a guy, right? Like, I'm a guy, you know, and I'm a Sag, and I'm spiritual. So I allow myself to have emotions from time to time. But when you got kids around, I don't know what it is, and especially with girls, because they just love to be on daddy. They just daddy, right? And I'm like, oh my God. But I realized something in this moment. I realized that I love it. Oh my God. I mean, I've always loved being a daddy, but in this situation right now, it was one that I did not want. I did not want to be, you know, by myself in this moment. I didn't want to be separated. I didn't want to be apart from my queen or any of those things. But I see how it happens. Oh boy, I see how it happens. You know, as men, we scroll online and we see all these women. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't need this. And then we're quick to come after those women. We're quick to say, you know, you should. Hey, close the door, baby. Close the door. It's okay. You know, as men, we come for them. We be like, you know, all this and all that. But we don't understand what happens in the moment when a woman is raising children alone. Oh my God. There's so many emotions that take place, from anger to excitement, to confidence, to a feeling of failure, to all of these different emotions. And as I am experiencing this, I've allowed myself to truly embody it. Like to just take it all in. Not to fight against it, not to fight against the emotions, not to fight against any of it. Right? And to be healed and to continue the healing while enduring it all. You come home or you're here and those children are you're the only thing that they have. And it's different when it was me not in the house for whatever reason. I could get a phone call, hey, I need this, I need that. You know what I'm saying? If I got it, it's being sent off. But being in this particular situation where there really is no other, I'm it. I can start to understand how women could feel as though, since I'm doing all of this by myself, I don't need you in my life. I don't need this in my life. I ain't taking that from nobody. I can understand it from a different perspective now. Oh boy, because now, and as a guy, it has completely changed my entire desire for women. It is completely, I'm talking, this situation has completely changed my desire for women. Completely. It's completely changed the way that I see single moms. You understand? Because if you're a single parent, if you're a single mom, you know, you get those moments where you want to just cuss these kids the fuck out. God damn it, I just cleaned this shit up. And they spilling it, 4 and 5 spills. And my house is I like to keep my place immaculate. I was single. I was out here on the dating apps. My house was clean. Women would come over, they'd be like, ooh, this is nice. Ooh, I can eat off the floor. And then the kids came. And I realized, Seven, you're not doing those things to impress those women. This is how you are. Because I promise you, every chance I get, I'm picking up after them. I don't let it stay down long, if I can help it. Or I put a time in the day. Go clean the living room. Go clean this. Go clean that. I'm not trying to waste. I like my place to be vibrant and beautiful. They do the room. I go in there. I clean it up. But I made this video to say this. I think that, you know, as men, right? As men, without this experience, it's very difficult for us to empathize with what you've got going on. Like, let's say, you know, you're in the dating world, you know, you've got children, right? If a man isn't in a situation where he's raising those children, or he's had a moment where he's raised those kids alone, or he's been by himself 2 months, 3 months, whatever, however extended period of time with these children, he doesn't understand your mentality. He doesn't understand your mentality as it relates to dating. He doesn't. Because for him, he want to do things right now, and you got to schedule a babysitter, or you got to ask somebody to come over, you got to get moms, or you got to do just the small things. Just the running out to the store. Oh man, now I got to think 3 or 4 or 5 times. Okay, am I going to leave them in here? No, I ain't going to leave them in here. What am I going to do? I'm going to take them with me. Now I got to put the clothes on. But you know what I realized in all of this about you women? For some reason, you love to see this shit. For some reason, y'all women love to see men in a situation where y'all are normally in. Oh, you love it. You love to see a man. I don't know what it is. What is it? What is it, queens? What is it about seeing a man with his kids that make you hop in his inbox and be like, ooh, I saw you with your kids. Ooh, you looking good today, daddy. Ooh, what is it? Hold on, pizza's ready. So today we're having this is what's going down. This is lunch. I mean, I take so much pride in it. I'm making gourmet lunch. Well, I mean, that's pizza. That's box pizza. But I love making meals for them. I love it. I love making meals for them. I love clipping their nails. I'm about to do some hair today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love this shit. I love it so much that I be like, damn, I wish I ain't had to work. But I love the work too. And it's such a challenge having to be responsible for people's brands or people's magic, or, you know, having to be responsible for rituals, and you got these little ones running around and they don't know. They just want to do stuff. And I live in a 1-bedroom. So in order for me to really be in a place where I could still be productive, in order to be in a place where I could still be in a good sense of energy, I had to do a lot of shadow work. I had to do a lot of shadow work. I don't even sleep in my bed. They take the bed. I'm on the couch. I haven't slept in my bed since my birthday. Maybe one night here, one night there. But it's the sacrifices that we make for these children. And you don't understand, you know, they grow up with this value. They grow up with this wealth of care and this wealth of this sense of love and responsibility different. And they go off to affect the world and be better people for better people. They get to be healers, and they get to be positive people that can help other people be positive in life. And you never know, all from being a parent. This is what we influence. Magic Up TV is about the magic. And a lot of times we don't understand that our lives can be so fucked up because of how we treat our children. Sometimes we don't even realize it. All we saying to them is no, 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 no. And then you wonder why the universe is telling you no all the time. I don't understand why I can't make that happen. I don't understand why I can't make that happen. You always telling your creation no. Mama, can I know? Mama, can I know? Mama, can I know? Mama, can I? Mama, can I know? Can I know? Can I know? No, no. It's your creation, and you always telling it no. And I get it. I understand it in a way now that I've never understood it. All day they're asking for shit. Daddy, can I? Daddy, can I? Daddy. But that's how we are as human beings. That's how we are as people. We always asking the universe for shit. As soon as we get it, we asking for more shit. I just want food, Lord. If you just help me feed me and my babies tonight, I won't ask for nothing else. A friend come by, they see ain't shit in the refrigerator, they send your ass $50. Now you're like, but if I could just get a sack of weed, if I could just smoke a blunt, I promise you, or if I could just get a glass of wine, because Lord, you know that these kids have been on my last nerve today. And I know you blessed me with the food. I know you blessed me with a few peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but I just need a glass of wine, Lord. Soon as the glass of wine comes, and if you could just find my slippers, if I could just find my slippers. But you don't realize it until these children are in front of you. They remind us exactly what we're like to spirit. If you don't understand what you sound like to the universe, if you want to know what you sound like to spirit, if you want to know what you sound like to God, be around your kids all day. They'll show you. And then you'll start to realize, well, what did they really do today that made them deserve their favorite cereal? Why should I buy you your favorite this? What did you do today that's worth me spending money on some glitter shoes? Why should I let you watch your favorite show today? What did you do? And this is what the Creator is saying back to us. This is what the universe is saying back to us. It wants us to eat. It wants us to do these things, but we're not learning how to fold clothes. We're not learning our math. We're not learning how to read. We're not learning how to say thank you and you're welcome to people. We're not learning the simple pleasants, the simple pleasantries in life. We forgot those things. I've learned how to be as a child again. Be as a child. Ask for what you want. Be honest in the approach. No, that was nasty. I didn't like that one. I asked him if the move, hey, was that good, girls? Or, they not gonna lie to me. I wake up in the morning, I hit a yawn. They be like, Daddy, you fat as Santa Claus. You know what? These two little, I get judged all day. They keep me on my grind. They keep me on it. I can't, did you do your push-ups today, Daddy? I can't forget my push-ups. You should see little Soleil trying to do her push-ups to remind me. She down there looking like she's hunching the floor. Just. But it's the purity. Yeah, they might fuck up, but they didn't do it because they wanted to fuck up. They did it out of being a child. They did it with the best intent at heart. They fucked it up. They spilt that shit with the best intention. They didn't mean to trip over the cord. They was just trying to get that bowl of cereal to the next room. And the only reason they feel bad about the spill is because you get upset. They don't even look at failure the same way as you do until you make them realize that they failed. And when you look at the science behind the way they move, the way they wake up in the morning, a child doesn't need an alarm clock. They just wake up. Ready to do stuff. They wake up ready. Where are my toys? Where are my toys? Where are my toys? Oh. LOL. They go straight for it. They forgot all about yesterday. Yesterday doesn't even matter. You ask a kid what they did yesterday, based on the age, they don't even know what yesterday is. What'd you do yesterday, Seven? I don't know. I think if it wasn't something epic, forget about it. What'd you do yesterday? I don't know. I woke up, played with some toys. You don't remember tripping over you don't remember? No, Daddy, I don't remember that. But we hold on to those type of things. We hold on to it. Why? Partially because of how we were raised. Partially because of how our parents made us feel about failure. Possibly. Most of us are the way we are because of how we're raised. Most of us didn't even transition outside of that raising, even in the toxic nature of it all. When they do something that's not right, I let them know in the moment, and then I give them a hug. Look, you shouldn't have done that. I told you about that. Come here, give me a hug. You fucked up. But you'll get it right the next time. I let them know that wasn't right, but we ain't gonna harp on it. And this is the shadow work that must be done within. And as parents, it's easy to, man, watch this. Watch the algorithm. Man, as I speak on this, I can see the algorithm of why our community is the way that it is. See, one, when you're observing the divine feminine, you have to understand that emotions are involved. So you take a single woman, you take a woman who's now single, and she has children. It's very easy to feel like you failed these children. It's very easy. Very easy. All you gotta do is wake up and see them and have no one else in the house. It's very easy to feel like that. And it's also easy to feel like you failed yourself. So the average person that's walking around without children, who's dealing with that mindset of failing themselves, you put the children in there and the kids are walking around, I'm hungry, and that bank account is on You know what I'm talking about. When that bank account is on, and you ain't got shit in there, ain't nothing in the refrigerator, and then I'm hungry, and you doing pirouettes in the kitchen, not because you're trying to dance, but because you're trying to magically make some shit appear. You done pulled the peanut butter out, the spaghetti noodles, you got mushrooms and jelly. You don't know what the fuck to put together. You're like, ugh, I don't know. And those emotions start setting in, because now you're getting frustrated because now you know that you're supposed to have something in the cupboard based upon the actions and the energy that you put into the universe this week, but it didn't pay out the way that you thought it would. And now you're frustrated. And you can't give them an excuse that's good enough to satisfy their hunger because they need something to go in their mouths. And you haven't figured it out yet. And that frustration starts bubbling. And if you're not in the right place, here and here, oh, that moment could take you to a whole nother land. That moment could take you to a whole nother land. And that's when the people in your lives that you're dating, the people in your lives that you're halfway courting, that's when they get it. That's when you start ripping on them. Because they're not around. Because they're not helping. And they don't know why you going off. They don't know why. Because you're proud. And you didn't tell them that you're doing pirouettes in the kitchen. Because you're trying to magically make food appear for these little kids. And they're starving stomachs. And now you're just lashing out. You're just lashing out. And nobody knows why. Because you're being proud. I can see it from a different perspective now. It's even different when you're mated, and because you got two people in there now. You can talk to each other. You're like, I don't know what we gonna eat. I don't know what we gonna eat. I don't know what we gonna eat. And so y'all are passing that back and forth. But it's something different when it's just you in there. You're like, what we go? Because they asking you, what we gonna eat? And you're like, whew, just give me a minute. Let me figure it out. You start trying to think of all the people that owe you money. Like, Rebecca owed me $2.50. Rebecca owed me $2.50 for that time that I let her borrow that money to get on the bus. It was a Thursday, 73 degrees outside. I was wearing blue shorts and Nike shoes. Oh, you remember? You remember everybody you done gave $1 to. You remember the day it happened, the hour. Oh, I remember. I gave Robert $15.85 because he needed some extra change. And the pettiness starts to bubble up. That pettiness starts to bubble up. And it starts eating at your spirit. Now you start self-defeating. I knew I shouldn't have. I knew I should have went there. I knew I should have went to college. I knew I should have took that job. I knew I should have listened to my mom. I knew I should. I knew I should have. I knew I should have. I knew I should have. I knew I shouldn't have. I knew I shouldn't have. And now you start doing all these things to yourself. You're doing it to yourself. Hold on. You do it to yourself. See, I said 7, you know, what we gonna do, bro? What we gonna do? Because I can't get up early enough to make a video. The moment they hear me, they up. So what we gonna do? Spirit was like, look, put them in that room, cut that camera on, and do what you always done. We ain't got time. We ain't got time to be circumventing new shit just because we got some kids around. You better get your ass back to work, bro. You know what to do. Damn right. I'm cutting pizza. I'm fixing lunch while I'm doing the Alchemist video. See, I had to do some shadow work. I'm telling you, I was feeling like a whole woman for a minute. I'm around here making 4 and 5 meals and taking care of kids. That alpha male, that ego, I had to check the ego. I had to check him. Sometimes the universe calls for us to do things that we may not want to do, but if you do it with pride, if you do it with honor, if you do it with a smile on your face, so many of you, you know what I'm saying, you act like you don't even want to be doing this shit. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Well, 7, you've only been doing it by yourself for a little time. I get it. I got that. But it's perspective. Everything is based on perspective. Magic is based on perspective. Because if you don't realize what you have while you're trying to acquire more, it might not be the more that you need. It may actually be the realization of what you have. You understand? As a polygynous man, you know, I'm around here trying to get it right. And it would just be my luck that the universe would bless me with 2 daughters. And as they fight for my attention, just like grown women, they don't want me doing nothing that does not involve them. Phone call, reviewing paperwork. If it's not for them, if it's not about them, they don't want daddy doing it. And so even in these lessons, I've had to learn. Okay, what is the universe trying to teach me in this moment? So I am thankful for the lessons of the divine feminine. I am thankful for the ability to be able to tone down my masculinity in order to be able to learn these lessons. I'm thankful that I'm not this misogynistic, just over masculine man that just cannot appreciate the moment that the universe has thrusted upon me. We went to the store today and I told him, I said, you all are going to be my Valentines. And they don't know this, but I'm going to buy like 2 or 3, 4 dozens of roses. I'm going to have flowers all over the house. I'm going to have little toys. I'm going to have little toys. I know what they like. I'm going to have little toys just hid all around the house. What? I'm going to blow these girls' minds for Valentine's Day. I take pride in this shit, man. I love it. And people are like, 7, you know, I don't hear you talking about your magic. What's up with your magic? Well, this is magic. This is the most magical thing a person could do. Raise their children. Be involved in their children's lives. It's the most magical thing you could do. It is. And with 99% of my audience being women, I am thankful because it also allows me to be able to relate a little better. You know what I'm saying? It helps me to relate a little better. And I'm thankful for that. You know, because all the things that I told you all to do in those moments that you're in like me, I was able to apply them. A lot of you losing your mind. You don't hear no kids. They in there doing what daddy told them to do. I let them have their moment of wild out. And then it's a moment of chill. And I stand on those moments. In the morning, we do our morning party. They get up, we wild out. And then during a certain period of the day, I don't want to hear nothing. Y'all go in there and chill out. I have my reward systems. Some people don't believe in reward systems. Like, why you want to bribe your children into doing things? Well, you wouldn't go to work if they didn't promise you a paycheck, would you? You wouldn't. You wouldn't go to work if they didn't promise you a paycheck. And so we have to learn that, you know, these children, they need payoff too. They need things to look forward to as well. They need things to be excited about. They need promises. Hey, we're gonna do this tomorrow. They need excitement. They need creativity. So I just wanted to share that, you know, this is where I've been. I've been working on my kids and I've been working on this business. And I want to get back to these videos so bad, but the things that I have to say this time around, it's a lot different. We talked about magic before. We talked about rituals before. We've talked about life, and you all have seen me live my life through this camera. This year is going to be about setting aside, like being set apart. This year is truly about being set apart. Like owning what it is you really are. I think what this year has taught us, one second. Here's your towel. Give you some water in a minute. I think what this year is really gonna do. See, a lot of you were afraid in 2019. You were afraid to come out. You were afraid to do. You were afraid. And then 2020 came and it showed you why you should have done it. Why you should have did it in 2019. It showed you. And then it kept showing you. And it kept showing you. And then it exposed a lot of people. 2020 exposed a lot. It exposed the truth of people. It exposed their hearts. It exposed where they really were within their spirits. Because if folks weren't healed in a certain part of 2020, they self-destructed. You know what I mean? And so now 2021 is set here because you should have seen clearly in 2020. You should have been able to see where you were and what you wanted. Not about what you didn't want, what you wanted. Now that you've been able to identify what it is that you want, it's time to know how to go get it. It's time to align yourself with those who are going after it, those who have gotten it, those who know the plan, those who have a plan. It's time for you to put your plan in action. It's time for you to teach those children how to be self-sufficient. It's time to create a business for your family. It's time to journey outside of your comfort zone. Because if we do not, we've already seen what could take place. And so in that, it requires us to observe both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Because you have no idea where you're going to be needed. Who's going to need to be spoken to? What energies are going to need to be answered? Where are you in the next 2 years? Where are you in the next 6 months? And if you don't have the capacity to be balanced, if you forgot about excitement, you forgot about how to build relationships, you forgot how to manage energy because you've been put up, you've been in your own bubble, they sent you home. Now it's time. Think about it. At some point, we got to get back out. At some point, we have to rekindle. We have to rekindle society. Where will you stand? Where will you fit? Are you going to be where you were in 2018? Or are you going to be on that mountaintop in 2022? It's a choice. And every day we're making choices. For me and my family, we're making different choices. Me and my children, we're making different choices. So that's all I wanted to say. I got so much more, but we're going to save those for other videos. I'm about to turn it up a little bit more on y'all, man. We really going to turn it up a little bit more. We're going to get into the creating of covens, if you all know about covens. We're gonna get into group rituals. See, y'all understand how powerful you may, but I don't think a lot of you truly understand how powerful magic can be. I cannot wait. Listen, man, y'all. Do you understand that there are people with families, okay? In September, we're trying to figure out how they were going to pay their bills. And the CDC put out a letter that stated you cannot be evicted from your home during this time, up until December 31st. So everybody was worried, it was panicking. What's going to happen December 31st? See, we don't understand the power of corporate rituals, the conglomerate magic. You got 37 million people about to be evicted, and they're all praying for one thing. What's that one thing? They're all hoping for one thing. What's the one thing? Not to be evicted. So what happened? December 24th, the government put out a new memorandum. You got until March 31st. The prayers of the people were answered. Why? Because they were collective. They were together in thought. They were together in deed. When you're together, it's very difficult to be stopped. So, think about these things. This is why I say life is easy. We make it hard. Do more for your creation. Spend more time with your creation. Create resolve for your creation. If you got children over the age of 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, when the last time you thought about a business that they could have? If you got a child that's 14, 15 years old, what do they love to do that you could create a foundation for? That you could create a corporation for or with or because of? What are we teaching our youth as they watch us suffer in this new age and time? What are we teaching them different? What are you doing different? Because difference is required. Because insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Peace and light. You've been watching Magic Up TV. I am 70 Alchemist. Peace to the kings, peace to the queens, peace to the children of the planet. You already know, as above, so below, may all things be balanced in well alignment. Dua, dua. Love on your neighbor, love on yourself, love on your children, love on your king, love on your queen. We need each other. We all we got, y'all. Share this video. Peace.